long time to TV. Now guys, tomorrow night we take on Tottenham at home at 7:15 in the Football League Cup, Leg 2. So guys, first things first, we are currently losing 1-0 to Spurs. Now obviously in leg 1, we took them on earlier this January. We lost 1-0 because of Harry Kane's penalty. Now guys, we had a really good performance. The boys put the heart and soul into it for 90 minutes. And it was good to watch, but obviously it was frustrating at the same time because obviously we didn't net a goal. Now, it was unfortunate. Yeah, obviously Tottenham did score a goal, but it was a penalty, you know. So it was frustrating for us Chelsea fans to watch, wasn't it? And obviously frustrating for the players. But guys, some of you guys are going to think I'm crazy for saying this, but yeah, we are losing already, but it's not exactly the worst thing because we know that we need to have a good mindset, we need to be motivated, we need the desire, we need the graft, and we know we need to work hard to get back on track. If we were going into this game tomorrow night at Stamford Bridge, winning 2-0 against Spurs, we'd maybe just think, oh, the job's done now and fall asleep and let them get goals back. We saw this happen time and time again. If you're winning, sometimes your players think they don't need to try anymore. But instead, we're already going into it on the back foot, so the players know what they need to do. Now, obviously, Sarri came out after the Arsenal game and said the players have a poor mentality and are unmotivated. But obviously, tomorrow night, when it's a game against Spurs and we're already losing, they know they can soon correct that with their attitude if they're determined and go into that game with a positive mindset. Because if it's anything that you need to have going into games like this, it is motivation and it is a good mindset and knowing you need to grind. Because if you're already losing, you know you need to do something to correct that to win. So I think it's a chance for the players to actually get back on track because, like, for example, let's just say Sarri hadn't said that. The players would need still need them characteristics and that mindset going into the game. So it's just a good chance for the boys to show it. And after the weekend, like, how good would it be if I was sat here on my review after the game talking about us winning it? It means we're back on track, the boys are motivated, and that's what we want to see. But we know it's not going to be straightforward, but if we go into it with a positive mindset and at least try like we did at Wembley, we're not going to complain because, as I said, even though we lost at Wembley, I never came onto my review after gutted and annoyed at the boys because they really tried. As long as we're motivated, determined, we have our heads held high, we have our heads in the game, we've got to go for it. Not only are the boys having to do it for themselves, they've got to prove themselves to Sarri tomorrow night. So yeah, let's just be honest, let's just be real about it. The pressure's on big time. But obviously, guys, we have certainly got something working in our favour. Injuries. Now, obviously, Tottenham have got some, injuries at the moment that are massive for us in a way. Dele Alli, Son and Kane are out. Now, obviously, we know how good all them players are, especially Kane. Obviously, he did score against us in leg 1, so that will benefit us in some ways. They're without their crucial players. Now, yeah, it's not going to be easy nonetheless, just because they're without them players. But it does help, definitely, because they're players that cause us problems. And Harry Kane obviously did in leg 1. He did cause our players a lot of problems, not just by the penalty, like obviously the goal, but just on the field. He just caused every defence issues, let's be honest. So yeah, I do think that is a massive benefit for us. So let's see what Sarri had to say in his press conference today. Now guys, obviously a lot was said, especially regarding Higuain. So yeah, let's hear. So he said, we need to react on the pitch. We discussed with the players how to try to improve our approach, the motivation and the determination. We are trying to change some things, but we all have to react on the pitch. He also said, we need to discuss our problems. The first thing is to accept mistakes, otherwise it's impossible to improve. Also regarding Eden Hazard, now I actually thought this was a really interesting point. Eden Hazard is a wonderful player but can still improve. He is a very instinctive player who wants the ball all the time and finds it hard to stay in one position. Now, obviously, I did find that really interesting. Obviously, on the back of what Hazard claimed to say the other day, because obviously Hazard had said that he frustrates all of his managers. For Sarri, I suppose, to come out and say that, it was just really interesting. It was a little bit of a dig in a way as well. It was like, he wants the ball all the time as if he's greedy. It was just interesting, and how he finds it hard to stay in one position as if he has to always move to get what he wants. It was just an interesting comment, but yeah, a little bit controversial in a way. I don't know how that will go down with Hazard. Anyways, so regarding Higuain, Sarri said it's not possible for Higuain to play against Tottenham tomorrow after the midday deadline passed before the move has been completed, because obviously some of us thought that Higuain was going to be up for selection tomorrow, but apparently he hasn't been registered according to Sarri, so it looks like he's not going to play. It's going to be interesting if he definitely is confirmed in the next couple of days. If he actually does play against Sheffield Wednesday, that's going to be interesting. But obviously, Higuain's supposed to reportedly be holding up that Chelsea shirt tonight or tomorrow. Literally, we've all been waiting for it for ages. Yeah, we've heard rumours, we've heard reports, we saw articles, we saw everything. But all we want to see is that picture of Higuain actually holding up the shirt and signing the dotted line, you know? It's been too long. But anyways, let's run through my starting 11. So guys, now I'm about to run you through my starting 11. Make sure to comment down below your predicted starting 11 and also what you think of mine. So yeah, so guys, in goal I would go for Kepa, and then my back four would be Azpilicueta as captain, Rudiger, Christensen and Emerson. Now, putting Christensen in there isn't anything against David Luiz. I'd just generally give David Luiz a rest and let Christensen play, and give Christensen game time that he deserves. He's an amazing defender. Obviously, Christensen also played in leg 1, so I just think it'd be nice for him to play in leg 2 of this tie. Some would say that David Luiz should play tomorrow night because he's a good leader, but honestly, I'd just give Christensen a chance. Now, the reason I've gone for Emerson Palmieri instead of Alonso is because Alonso just hasn't had form at the moment, has he? He's had such bad form, really inconsistent, and it's sad to see, but I feel like in a big game against Spurs, we just can't be making any mistakes. And I feel like if he plays and makes mistakes, Chelsea fans are just going to get on his back even more. And the frustrations are just going to get even higher. So I just feel like we should just give him a rest. He might be tired. We don't know why he's not on form at the moment. Might be a contributing factor, it might not. But give him a rest and maybe give him a run out against Sheffield Wednesday on Sunday. Let's just wait and see. But yeah, for now, I'd go with Emerson Palmieri. As I said, that's quite a controversial point because we kind of know that that's like Alonso's position. Like, when you predicted starting 11, like once over, I'd always put Alonso in there, but I just can't for this game. I just can't bring myself to do it. And I feel like if Sarri does play Alonso tomorrow night, no disrespect to him, I think he'd be making a massive mistake. Now, my defensive midfield, I'd go for N'Golo Kante, because obviously he had such a pace, and obviously we always play Kante, he's amazing, I love him. And then I'd go for Ross Barkley. Now, the reason I haven't gone for Kovacic is because I just feel like Kovacic is best brought on as a substitution. I feel like sometimes it can be a little bit gets a bit worn out and he just can't make 90 minutes. He can get a bit slow if he starts the game. So I'd just go for Ross Barkley. Again, quite a powerful player. So yeah, I'd go for him. And then Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Now, I'm saying Ruben Loftus-Cheek, but I don't even know if he's available for selection. I'm really not sure, but yeah, we just can't play Jorginho. He's just not on form at the moment. Like, it's so disappointing again to see. Like, it's just two players at the moment, isn't it? It's Alonso and Jorginho. They're just not on form. You just can't risk it in games like this. And it does frustrate me when Sarri keeps playing them because they just need rested. They just need time to sit on the bench and watch how the other players are doing it because he's just not working out for them at the moment. And I think it's pressurising them, constantly playing them. Things aren't changing. Like, for example, we've been saying this about Alonso and Jorginho for a while, and if they'd changed or had a good performance of recent, then people might say, yeah, give them a chance again. But you just can't. They're not on form. You can't risk them in games like this. Now, in midfield, I would go with Hazard and Pedro. Now, already you guys will already be able to tell, no way am I going with the false 9, but Sarri will probably play it anyways, even though it doesn't work. Yeah, it's maybe worked in past games, but not of recent, it certainly hasn't been. So yeah, Hazard and Pedro. Pedro, because obviously he adds a little bit of pace and intensity to the game. Now, yeah, don't get me wrong, Willian does that also, but I just think Pedro's just that bit quicker, and that's so important and crucial in a game like tomorrow night. Up front, I'd go with Giroud. Obviously, we know that Higuain isn't up for selection from Sarri's press conference today. And obviously, I think Morata's off to another team. So, yeah, like, Giroud. I do think, like, we should give Giroud the start tomorrow. I'm losing my words. What is happening? I think we should I'll start again. I think we should give Giroud the chance to start tomorrow, because he'll be up for these London derbies. I don't know why Sarri isn't believing in him. Like, he needs to start. I don't even want to discuss what happened at the weekend and why Sarri didn't make him as a substitution. But tomorrow I want to see him start. So, guys, just remember, if the false 9 starts, I'm going to be raging. It can't happen. Yeah, I maybe won't be raging if we start the false 9 and we win the game. But as of the moment, we've been showing no signs of it working. So why should we play it? If something doesn't work, you just wouldn't do it, would you? So I'd be really frustrated if Sarri does play it tomorrow night, in all honesty. So thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below all your pre-match thoughts, your score predictions and your predicted team lineup. But yeah, that's all from me. I'm really excited for this game. I'm dead nervous as well though. Like, it's so nerve-wracking. I think this leg of the tie is so much more intense, isn't it? Because obviously we knew when we went into the first leg, if things went wrong we could correct it in the second leg, but obviously we can't. Like, if things go wrong tomorrow, yeah, we're not in a good place. But yeah, let's not think like that. I'm really excited. I just hope we smash it, go out there, hope the boys are motivated, you know? You heard Sarri, lads. Be motivated. Yeah, we just need to do it, get the job done, and get through to the final. Like, oh my god, I absolutely love the cup. So if we don't get through to the final, I'll have a broken heart, you know? Yeah, it just can't happen. We need to get through to the final. We want a trip to Wembley. It would be amazing. I'm just feeling so nervous even talking about it. But I love the sensation of, like, winner takes all, but it's also a little bit nerve-wracking because losers just lose and it's just dreadful. But yeah, guys, you know something? I'm not even going to give a score prediction because I wouldn't like to for this game. What's going on? Em's not giving a score prediction. I always usually do, but yeah, no score prediction. Let's just smash it. Guys, don't forget to come over here after the game and we'll be doing a match review as always. And yeah, love you all and up the Chels. Thanks.